Last few weeks we listened Anatta Lakkhana Sutta. Today we continue to talk. 5 khandhas are anicca, dukkha, anatta. 5 aggregates are impermanent, suffering and non-self. The anatta doctrine is extremely difficult to comprehend. We can speculate, we can ponder what is anatta. You have some kinds of knowledge acquired by listening to the Dhamma talk or by reading the Sutta. You understand anatta. You may also ponder over anatta more deeply in contemplation, but not easy to understand what is anatta. Some yogi have the kinds of experience, they cannot easily accept anatta. True, we can only really penetrate into anatta during practicing meditation. Yes, we understand the instruction of vipassana. Yogi has to be aware every phenomena, every kaya, every vedana, every citta, every dhamma. We have to be aware. So yogi practice, they keep aware of everything. When yogi sees something, there are only 2 things: the noti mind which sees and the object seen. Apart from these, there is nothing. More specifically, seeing is a process. This process depends on 4 things: the eye sensitivity, retina, the visible object, and there is light. If there is no light, we cannot see. And also we must have attention to the object. If one of these conditions is lacking, there is no seeing. If one does not have eyes, no atta can make one see. Only when all conditions are met, seeing consciousness arises. No agent like atta is a part of this. There is no atta. During our practice of meditation, there are a lot of thinking. Yogi try to be aware of the thinking. Yogi note thinking. Yogi find only thinking and the mind which notes it. Thinking and noting mind. Yogi do not find a self. Yogi do not find ego or atta. Yogi do not find that I am thinking unless yogi add this idea as afterthought. You really only find that thinking is occurring. In this process, yogi can see the impermanence of mind and thought. One thought comes, then goes, another thought comes and goes, and this goes on and on and on. A new thought comes every moment, arising and disappearing. Yogi see directly the impermanence of thought. Yogi can also notice the impermanence of material things and physical pain by noting the arising and disappearing of pain in the body. Yogi can see that all things are oppressed by rise and fall. All things are oppressed by arising and disappearing. This oppression of phenomena by arising and disappearing is the characteristic of dukkha, suffering. Wisely, we desire for things to be permanent, yet we realize that we have no power to make impermanent things permanent. We realize that we have no control over things. We have no authority over things. No atta, no inner core can be found in every observed phenomena. Yogi can discover this anatta nature of things in vipassana meditation because gradually you bring awareness and concentration to a high degree and you have penetrative knowledge into the true nature of mind and body. Rupam bhikkhave anatta, Buddha said, bhikkhus, form is anatta, form is not soul, form is not self. If form was soul, then this form would not lead to affliction, and one could have it of form. Let my form be thus, let my form be not thus. And since form is not soul, so it leads to affliction, and none can have it of form. Let my form be thus, let my form be not thus. So you need to understand rupa means form or material properties or matter or corporeality, or simply say form this body. Rupam bhikkhave anatta. So anatta, first you need to understand atta. What is atta? Self or soul, that of vasa vedana in Pali. That is something which has the power to change the nature of things. No one likes pain and affliction in the body, but it cannot be changed. If form were atta, we can erase the pain, we could abolish pain, we can erase our disease and ugliness by merely wishing. But there is no core, there is no director, there is no soul inside or outside of people which has the power to accomplish such action. Buddha considered the second khanda, second aggregates. Buddha say, Vedana anatta, feeling is not soul. While feeling soul, then this feeling would not lead to affliction, and one could have it of feeling. Let my feeling be thus, let my feeling be not thus. Then Buddha takes the third khanda, fourth khanda, and fifth khanda, perception, mental formation, and consciousness. Sinya anatta, sankhara anatta, vijnana anatta. Perception is not soul, mental formation are not soul, consciousness are not soul. Vijnana, consciousness. If consciousness was soul, then this consciousness would not lead to affliction, and one could have it of consciousness. Let my consciousness be thus, let my consciousness be not thus. Consciousness cannot be atta because it is not under our control. Consciousness is unavoidably subject to affliction. Consciousness is subject to sorrow. Consciousness is subject to depression and frustration. We cannot avoid ugly sights, we cannot avoid ugly sounds, and we cannot avoid ugly sensation in the world, although we would like to have pleasant sight, pleasant sound, and pleasant sensation. In the practice of meditation, we would like to be conscious only of the meditation object, and we would like to achieve stillness of mind and concentration. Yogi tried very hard, many hours, many days, yogi try, but it is not easy, and we cannot will it. If consciousness was atta, we could will our consciousness to be still. We could will our mind to be concentrated, and then we could proceed to the higher state of mind. Perhaps it would only take one day to advance to the higher stage of meditation, but in all cases, consciousness arises completely determined by circumstances and conditions are not under our control. Therefore, Buddha said, Vijnana anatta, consciousness is not self. Vijnana cannot be self. So 5 aggregates are anicca, dukkha, and anatta. In the time of the Buddha, as Savatthi, In the morning, the Bhikkhuni Vajira, she dressed properly, and she took bow and rope, and she entered Savatthi for alms. When she had walked for alms in Savatthi and had returned from her alms round, after taking her meal, she went to the Andavana blind man's grove for the day's abiding. And she plunged into the blind man's grove, Andavana. She sat down at the foot of the tree for the day abiding. While Bhikkhuni Vajira went to the Andavana, she went there to get seclusion. At Jetavana monastery, there were many members of the Sangha, and it was very crowded. In Andavana Grove, Blindsman Grove, there were few people. So that Andavana, that grove was in the north of the Jetavana monastery. Venerable Sariputra and other Arahants went there for the day's abiding. So you just listen, day's abiding. Day's abiding means Arahant, they enter Samapatti. That means they enjoy attainment of fruition. So Vajira Bhikkhuni was Arahant. She was not afraid to go there. She also have Etipada powers. And Mara went there to disturb her meditation. Mara, the evil one, went there to arouse fear and terror in the Bhikkhuni's Vajira. His desire is to make her fall away from concentration, so he approached her and addressed her in verse. Kinaya sato bhagato sato, kuwin sata sakarako, kuwin sato samupano, kuwin sato nirojati. So Mara asked this question. By whom has this being been created? Where is the creator of this being? Where is the being arisen? Where does the being cease? So you have paper and follow my recitation, question by Mara. By whom has this being been created?
By whom has this being been created?
Where is the creator of this being?
Where is the creator of this being?
Where has the being arisen?
Where has the being arisen?
Where does the being cease?
Where does the being cease?
So he want to make confusion in Vajira Bhikkhuni. Mara didn't know that Vajira Bhikkhuni was Arahant. Mara worried of her meditation. If she practiced, she will develop her Dhamma. So he worried, and he didn't know Vajira Bhikkhuni was Arahant. Bhikkhuni Vajira was Arahant. Arahant stay practice meditation. Why Arahant practice meditation? What benefits can gain for the Arahant by practicing meditation? She want to become a silent Buddha, Vijaya Buddha. She want to become a Supreme Buddha, Sammasambuddha. No, neither. Arahant will end the rounds of rebirth as an Arahant and gain Nirvana. The Arahant has no mental defilements left unremoved. The Arahant has no mental defilements left uncalmed. All the mental defilements have been removed and calmed. So Arahant has nothing to develop in order to remove the mental defilements. Arahant has no moral conduct or concentration of wisdom yet to perfect. All sila, samadhi, panya, moral conduct, concentration of wisdom have been perfected in Arahant. So Arahant has no need to work for the perfection of three training. The insight meditation brings no such benefits to the Arahant. So Arahant has no need to increase three training, sila, samadhi and panya. And then why Arahant practice? One of the benefits the Arahants practicing meditation is living with happiness in this life. Data Dhamma Sukha Vihara in Pali. Even you are Arahant, if you remain without meditation, disquiet and discomfort and uneasiness keep coming up at the six and doors, now here, now there. But we have to understand that disquiet does not mean domanassa, mental distress, grief, anger, up anger, down anger, etc. As the sense objects keep coming up, despite yourself, you find no peacefulness, no uneasiness in mind. Not to speak of an Arahant, even yogis here, they incline to practice meditation and they feel ill at ease when meeting with the sense object. A yogi practice here very quietly, and when they return home from the meditation center, they see these things, they hear that things, they get engaged in such and such business talks, and there is no peace at all at home. So they incline to come back to the center to practice. However, the disquiet does not last very long, just 4 or 5 or 10 days. Very soon, the homely spirit gets the better of them, and they are happy with their home life, and they set to household cares again. The Arahant never returns to such old habits. If Arahant meets with various sense objects without meditation, only disquiet, uneasiness occurs. Only when he observes every objects, he finds peacefulness of mind. So meditating on the 5 aggregates brings to the Arahant living with happiness in this life. Again, as Arahant practice in earnest meditation and mindfulness and comprehension of the impermanence, suffering and non-self keep rising in Arahant. So this is another benefit. So the mindfulness and comprehension in Arahant keep rising through meditation, and that kind of Arahant is called Satata Vihari, one who dwells with meditation constantly. That kind of Arahant can enjoy the attainment to fruition, Phala-samapatti, at any time and for as long as he desires. So we need to understand Arahant practice meditation for 2 benefits. 1, Detta Dhamma Sukha Vihara, living with happiness in this life. 2, for the Sati Sambhajanya, mindfulness and comprehension. So 2 benefits. For 2 benefits, Arahant practice meditation. So follow my recitation, 2 benefits. Living with happiness.
Living with happiness.
In this life.
In this life.
living with happiness in this life.
Living with happiness in this life.
Data Dhamma Sukha Vihara.
Data Dhamma Sukha Vihara.
Data Dhamma
Data Dhamma
Sukha Vihara.
Sukha Vihara.
Living with happiness.
Living with happiness
in this life.
In this life.
So, Sati Sambhasenya.
Sati Sambhasenya.
Mindfulness and comprehension.
Mindfulness and comprehension.
So for the two benefits, Arahant practice meditation. So Vajira Arahant practice. Bhikkhuni Vajira was Arahant, and also she had abhanya, supernormal power, and she knew now who is this that recited the verse. Is this a human being or a non-human being? She had abhanya, so she knew that is Mara, the evil one. Mara has recited the verse, desiring to arouse fear, scare and terror in me, desiring to make me fall away from concentration. So Mara question she can answer. If yogi practice meditation well, also yogi can answer Mara questions. Mara questions if your meditation is good. So Vajira Bhikkhuni Arahant answered, Kenu Satoti Pichesi Mara Deti Kata Nute Soda Sankara Ponjoya Na Yita Satupat Labati. Mara, why do you think a being? Is that your wrong view? Actually, it is a heap of mere Sankara Ponjoya. We cannot find any beings. Here no beings you can find. So this is the answer of Vajira Bhikkhuni. There is no satta, there is no living beings, there is no pokala, no individual, there is no person, there is no man, there is no woman, there is no soul. So what is this? It is Sankara. There is only continuous flux of psychophysical process. There is only the 5 Sankara. There is no man or no woman or no devas or no male or no female. Seeing is Sankara, hearing is Sankara, smelling, tasting, touching, rising, falling, standing, bending, stretching, all are Sankara. There is no other beings. So Vajira's answer are true because she was Arahant. The answer we need to remember. So please follow my recitation. Why now do you assume a being?
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 Mara, is that your speculative view?
Is that your speculative view?
Mara, is that your speculative view?
Is that your speculative view?
It is a heap of pure formation.
This is a heap of pure formation.
It is a heap of pure Sankara.
It is a heap of pure Sankara.
Here, no beings is found.
Here, no being is found.
Here, no beings is found.
No being is found.
So Arahant discovery are true. There is no beings, no person, no male, no female. Arahant discover only Sankara formation. So we continue next time. We have to stop our discourse for today by practicing vipassana meditation by observing every phenomena occurring at the 6 doors. May you all understand the 5 aggregates. May you all practitioners understand the arising is suffering, existing is suffering, disappearing is suffering, Sankara are suffering. May you all practitioners realize the real peace in the very near future.
Sadhu.